All right, everybody, welcome. We are going to talk today about our simple changes to health, better health Facebook group. We're going to learn a little bit about a new posting schedule that we're going to be encouraging all of us to use. We'll go over what that posting schedule is. I'll teach you guys a little bit about how to use the group and kind of reteach this again about how to use this group to actually get customers and team and just grow your personal mission in healthy lifestyle and all that. We're going to go also through some basics of how to use or how to create posts, like um, creating posts that are going to be helpful for your business and your brand. And then we'll also get into a little bit of how to use AI, like ChatGPT or something like that, in order to help you create some of that content. So I'm hoping this is going to be super productive for you guys, and you'll learn something. You'll take away something from this that helps you in your business immediately. Okay. All right. So the goal for our group. So we're talking about our simple changes to better health. Okay. Um, this group is not just a customer group anymore. Okay. We've switched over to it being more of like a general health group and something that you can invite people to that are prospects. And even people, they probably should know that it's a Juice Plus sponsored group, but they don't have to be a customer or a distributor to be in that group. All right. So our goal for the group is to create an engaging community that inspires healthy living and develops our leads into customers and then hopefully even into team. Okay. How do we do this? We invite to the group, we contribute, and we stay active in the group. We make it our own health community. I mean, by being active in that group, it's not even like work. You don't have to go in there and be thinking, oh, I have to do this or I have to do that. It's just be a part of the healthy community. It's one of the main reasons most of us are even in this business starting out anyways, because the community is awesome. All right. And then being in that group, you should serve your people though. And you might do it through some posts. Maybe you're not a big poster and you want to just let other people do that. That's okay too. But we'll still give you the guidelines today. And you can also tag your people on things. If there's a really great recipe or a workout and you know it's going to be a great fit with one of your prospects in the group, then you can always just tag them right on that post. Okay, so let's dive right in and tell you about this is a variation of the poster that I think it might have been on the invite to even come on to this Zoom today. So the project broadcast that went out had this on it. I'll be posting this around into our team group, and you'll be seeing this more and more. But this usually just goes straight up and down, so it looks really good on mobile content. I just cut it up for this. But basically, here's what we're going to be doing. Quick overview, and then we'll dig down into each one. Mindful Monday. We've had various themes on these different days in the past. So what we did was make it not specific at all so that you can kind of choose and it won't seem so rigid. So Mindful Monday, you can think of it as Meatless Monday if you want. You can think of it as Motivation Monday. You could even think of it as Movement Monday if you want, but officially it's called Mindful Monday. And by the way, this isn't even something we're going to necessarily roll out to the members of the group. We're just going to use it as partners to kind of know what we could be posting on those certain days. All right. Tuesday is going to be called Thrive, and that's going to be more about transformations, success stories, wellness wins, things like that. But because we used to be even more into Tower Gardens, and some of us still promote Tower Gardens in our own social media, it can also be like a Tower Tuesday. So we just came up with Thrive, and it was the best option that ChatGPT gave me, actually. So I went with it. Wednesday is going to be Wellness Wednesdays. It could be, and wellness is so broad, it can be anything that you would post about. Okay, it could be just wisdom or wellness wisdom, some of your experiences. I know we don't always feel like we're experts, and that holds us back sometimes. But honestly, most of us have been around this community so long and have been to so many trainings and seen so many doctors, and we watch all those nerdy documentaries. We definitely know more than most people. So feel free to share your wisdom. And Wednesday's the day to do that. Workout tips and routines and health tracking challenges. Thursday is going to be more of a thirsty day, more about smoothies, maybe juicing. We don't do a whole lot of juicing type stuff. That'd be kind of cool in our community. And other healthy drinks. I know Gwen makes kombucha. That'd be really cool to share about that. And then hydration and water and all that kind of stuff. Friday is going to be a fitness focus and exercise focus. Of course, since it starts with F, we can still do like food prep and fresh recipes on that day, but we want to kind of make Friday more of a fitness Friday day. And then Saturday is going to be more about self-care, stress management, relaxation, maybe yoga, meditation, weekend wellness, like healthy things to do when you're out, maybe on a hike or playing with the kids or grandkids or whatever you're doing. Like, how do you eat healthy on the run, things like that. Okay, that's the general overview. But let's go through when we do post, whether you're posting, and by the way, everything we're teaching, it's not just about the group. And that's something I think that sometimes our partners are thinking, oh my gosh, we have another thing to do. It's like I'm getting an assignment from Doug. You're not getting an assignment. You're getting an opportunity to have good posts in that group, which is nice because let's say I never post ever again in that group, but Karen and Melissa and Michelle and Sharon and Deborah and Jenna Wallace and everybody's posting in there. Don't forget, that's like a repository of good posts that you could put on your wall as well. So that it kind of works both ways. We want to encourage you to post good on your wall and then put it into the group. But then if you see a great post in the group, you can put that in your wall. Okay, so it works that way. But in general, here's the 4 kind of posts we're going to talk about repeatedly over and over as we try to help people get better and at social media and have more effective results from their posts on social media. The first kind of post is a value post. And let's see, where did I put this? Okay. Value posts are like educational content that helps people solve problems. Okay, so examples of value posts might be, educating people on like the Dirty Dozen or the Dirty Dozen. Those the vegetables and fruits that you definitely should be buying organic. Educational content like value posts might be where I post about like a swap if you don't want to have less fat in your food. I've been doing it lately. Sometimes people will post like a recipe for like a chicken chili, and I'll post like the vegan Ornish version of it. So that's a value post because I'm educating and helping them solve a problem. Some people have a problem that they want to eat low fat. Other people want to eat low carb. And then so a value post would be some education about that. Or even just education about fruits and vegetables in general, or exercise, or whatever. Okay. The next kind of post would be a connection or lifestyle post. And those are like your personal stories, kind of behind the scene, relatable moments. We call these lifestyle or connection posts. The point is you want to connect with your audience. Okay, so we want to serve our audience. We do that by giving them value. We give it away for free. We don't need to be charging people for PDFs and all that stuff just yet. That's later on in your invitation if you do that kind of thing. We use value posts, then we connect with them and we build our relationship by being relatable and showing our lifestyle. Remember that phrase, we live the mission and we share the journey. Okay, so a value post about hiking, or let's say pickleball. That's something I do. I could do a value post about like tips for pickleball. I could do a value post about how many calories you burn when you play pickleball for an hour, let's say. But then for my connection and lifestyle post, I could say, okay, I'm going to count my steps right now and do my calorie burning. I'm going to do it for an hour playing pickleball, and maybe I do my watch and then I show it afterward, and that would be a behind the scenes and a relatable moment of a personal thing. Proof posts are when we give proof that what we do, whatever our brand is effective. Okay, that might be a testimonial or a success story from a customer or another team member. Or how about when you guys have seen, sometimes I go live, I work sometimes with Kendall Gatz or Melissa Hetrick, and we talk together about the omegas or something. What we're doing is we're telling about our success stories. We're giving our testimonials and our results from taking that product. Deborah Bradford does like organization and things like that. So a proof post for her would be when she's promoting that business on her social media would be pictures of things that she's organized. Okay. A value post for that would be where she gives like a top 10 tips for organizing your your silverware in the kitchen or something like that. A connection lifestyle post would be like a funny one where you like open her drawer and it's maybe it's a little messy or something inside the fork drawer, and she says secrets of an organizer or something. People would go crazy. I'm gonna give you guys some examples later. You'll be surprised in our Simple Changes group what the most popular post ever was. It's kind of funny the way this works. All right, and our final kind of a post is an invitation post. That's like a call to action where you want people to do something. I might be inviting them to, well, I'll stick with the same theme. Deborah Bradford is, doing organization and things like that. An invitation would be, hey, give me a heart in the comments or reach out to me if you'd like to schedule a consultation about how to organize your kitchen. Okay, that'd be an invitation post. Another one might be you've been giving value about omegas and what they do to your body. You might do a connection lifestyle post where you have your omegas in the hand, or you're doing an A versus B, like a fishy omega versus ours, and like you even break ours open and eat it and it tastes like oranges, and that's like a connection post. A proof post, you've been giving your results and your testimonials about your omegas. And now it's time, because we're never going to sell anything if we don't ask, right? So eventually you ask. That's an invitation post. You maybe you put a picture of the omegas and you give another bit of education or proof about it, and then you say, who's ready to get started on their omegas, or I'm doing a Zoom about the omegas with this healthy health coach on Thursday night. Who wants an invite link? That's an invitation. Okay. All right. So value posts. And this is how we move people through the funnel using these posts. Value posts attract and educate people. Okay. And I think it's helpful sometimes. I'm glad I thought of the Deborah Bradford example, because sometimes for me, it's helpful to think of it not just Juice Plus, like how does it work in other areas of life? Because we get so like only Juice Plus thinking, we forget to learn how simple things are. Deborah would attract and educate people with her value about organization. Then connection and lifestyle, that's where you're building relationships with people. Your proof posts, that's where they're building belief in you and the products. Remember, people buy things because of you. All right. So they're learning that you know what you're doing. Okay. And you have products that really work. So we attract them, we educate them, we build relationships with our connection posts, our proof posts build belief, and then we invite, and that converts to customers and partners. Now, one of the invites that we want to talk about today is inviting to the health group. All right. So think about how you could do that. In fact, I'm going to share with you a post of how I might invite to the health group. All right. So, and this is an important concept here. Now, just because I showed you 4 different types of posts, you've seen it before. There's some people that only do invitation posts all the time. You know what I mean? Like they're always saying like, and they can't help it. They give value. Like, what if I were to give you hydration tips and you need this many ounces of water in order to be hydrated and blah, 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 blah. And then instead of just putting it out there and just loving people and giving them value, I have to do it. I have to say, hit me up and I'll put you in my healthy group for more tips like this. Or hit me up, we're doing a water and hydration event on Zoom on Thursday night. It's like, no, 80% of the time we should be doing value and connection. Okay. The people that you see spamming their social media with the hit me up or leave me a heart in the comments and I'll put you in the group, I'll send you the PDF. I hate to tell you, but if they're only doing that, it's not working. Okay. The people that get a lot of orders and stuff on social media, they follow this formula of value and connection with people about 80% of the time. That means out of 10 posts, 8 of them are going to be value and connection. And then we go to proof and invitation. That's only 2 of those 10. Okay. So we want to do a lot more giving and then only a little bit of asking. All right. That's a general rule. All right. Huh. All right. I was a little out of order. Well, let's go through a little bit of examples of, let's say we were in our group. Okay. It's Mindful Monday. What do you know? It is Mindful Monday. So examples of things we could do. We could do a value post about sharing meatless recipes. We could do a bunch of other value posts too. Like, I don't know. You guys got some ideas? What are some value posts we could do for Mindful Monday? That's where we offer some instruction or something of value to the people. They're going.
Well, I'd say something like today's a great day to start.
Yeah, like some motivation.
Each
right?
day is a new day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, I might do a recipe. Deborah might be, hey, it's Monday. It's always a brand new each week. Excuse me. I love it that each week we can look at Monday as a fresh start. And maybe you didn't hit your goals the way you wanted to last week, but today, let's go, guys. What's on the schedule for you today? You know, like a question is great like that. Instead of a hit me up type of thing or giving them an assignment or an ask, just see if you can ask a question that gets them engaged with you. Okay. And of course, you can do movement or exercises like Monday. Okay, I'm starting a new routine this week, guys. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week and I'm starting light and da, 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 da. Here's the app I decided to use to do my workout. What do you guys use? That'd be a great post. You know what I mean? Okay. Connection posts. Now I want to make sure I teach you guys about posting because we want to post in the group, but more importantly for you is you're going to be posting in your wall. So some of these things like connection's good, but invitation, I want to be careful as a partner about doing too much inviting in the group because usually the admins are kind of handling that. But if you happen to have like an event you're doing, like Nalani does a lot of hosting of events, she might just pop a poster in there and say, hey guys, I've been working blah, 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 and going to be teaching about, whatever protein tonight on this Zoom. If you want to hop on, that'd be great. Okay. So those are some examples about a Mindful Monday. Do you guys want me to share, save some of my AI stuff until after we get through each of these, or do you want to see an AI example of what I would do on each of these as we go? You get the choice because you're on Zoom.
How about after?
After.
Okay, good. I think like that too. I just wanted to see if I was thinking differently. All right, Thrive Tuesday. All right, we focus more on transformation, success stories, wellness wins, maybe some Tower Garden stuff. So a proof post might be on a transformation. Maybe I'll tell you what, you'll be Karen's best friend. I can't see everybody. Did she show up? Oh, Karen's here. Good. Karen will give you, oh, is there a funny name for a Karen? I call it, for me, I was kind of I like to think I was a fun boss. My old employees still talk to me, so that must be a good sign. But I used to call them Dougie Bucks. And the value of a Dougie Buck was 1/100th of a cent. But we did have a chart on the wall of Dougie Bucks. Nobody ever hit $1 even, but it was kind of fun. Anyway, but Karen will give you some kind of buck. She'll be really happy if you feature one of your partner or one of your customers. Like, what if I had a customer that had great results, they love their products, and I'm thinking of a few right now I could do this with. What if I just went live in the Facebook group? That'd be awesome. And we just kind of talk about Juice Plus. Hey, Amber, why have you been on Juice Plus for 6 years? You know, what keeps you going with it? What results have you seen with your family? How are your kids eating as they grow up taking Juice Plus and being on part of the Healthy Starts for Family? You know, so that'd be a great proof post. A value post might be Tower Garden tips, connection, you know, just sharing. And this works really great. You know, if you make a great recipe or you have a great harvest of, like, I have jalapeno peppers right now and basil. If I just share, man, my basil's going crazy. That's awesome. What would you guys do with this basil? Give me some recipes. That's going to be a great connection post. Okay. Wednesday, we're going to focus on wellness. Maybe the research, maybe just some wellness wisdom. You guys know a lot more than most people in the world. Okay. And value might be some health tips and maybe focus on some of the research. Proof posts might be like stuff that you've seen happen in yourself. Like maybe you've been tracking, maybe you never stopped tracking your squats. I mean, that guy Doug that I had in the group, he's probably up to like 2,000 squats a day by now. He was going, it was too easy for him. All right. So connection posts, maybe your personal wellness journey. I mean, what if you just went live in the group and you did a 3-minute video telling your story? I mean, that would be huge, huge. Okay. Thirsty Thursday is going to be more of a smoothie and hydration focus. Obviously, value would be smoothie recipes. I realize now, I don't know if I put it in there, but Kindle and I did a blender war one once where it was like Vitamix versus Blendtec. We both made smoothies and we poured them out to see whose was smoother and all that stuff. That'd be a cool value post and maybe a little bit of a connection post too. Proof would be hydration, the difference you've seen in your workouts or whatever through hydrating or through using the Juice Plus shakes or Perform shakes specifically. So there's so many things we could do if we just, the reason we want to have these themes is because it'll create some ideas, you know, just creating some ideas of what you could post. All right, Fit Friday is going to be more of like workout tips, things like that. Just getting some ideas. I mean, I guess we could even do like recovery and all that kind of stuff. So workout tips would be great. Proof could be, of course, like maybe you could show your chart. Maybe you've been like tracking your workouts. Or maybe you have a before and after picture of your muscle, or maybe it's a certain number of pounds down since you started swapping out, you know, like using the completes in the morning, shakes instead of bagels for breakfast, you know, things like that. All right. So many ideas. Recipes are always a no-brainer too. And Saturday's more of a self-care, good vibes, kind of a stress management type of a thing. And, you know, people are going to resonate more with certain things, you know, like, you know, I always ended up kind of going towards Tower Gardens and recipes. That's my thing. But some people like are going to want to do workout stuff. And we want to have a variety of people in the group. And we want to make sure we're hitting a little bit of content for everybody. Okay. So one thing, I don't think I focused in on it, was that Karen had this great tip. And that was that you don't have to, it's not like a rigid plan. You see how it's almost, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm looking at this and I almost want to edit it and make it more specific because it's so broad that I'm not even sure our members of the group will notice that it's, you know, Wellness Wednesday or something, because you could put a recipe on every day. You could do exercise every day. It's more of just keeping us engaged and giving us ideas. Any comments or questions about what we're doing or what it's going to mean for the group or anything like that? Or if you have any extra comments, Karen?
No, I mean, I think that's it. We're just trying to get more engagement. Again, I love that Doug just, said this is really just to help give people ideas because sometimes I need that too. I'm like, oh, what can I post in there? Sometimes I just feel like I'm out of ideas. And it's going to be such a great resource for us for our personal page. And I know Doug said this too, that if all of a sudden you're like, gosh, I need something healthy, like I've posted every day about my dogs and I've posted every day about something, but I need something healthy, I can go back to that group and it's going to be a resource for a lot of people. So, you don't have to ask people's permission. I know I get people sometimes they're like, oh, that was a good post. Can I use it? Absolutely. You don't need to ask anybody's permission, to use that post.
Oh, yeah.
I will say with the customer one of the things I'm going to do, because I even have new customers who are already 3 weeks in noticing a difference with Juice Plus. I don't know them that well because I met them through an event, but even offering them something, say, hey, you know what? I would love to give you like a little goodie bag full of Juice Plus samples, stuff that they don't want. If you would, share your story, because then that's customer care too. So.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome. I mean, I listen, even it's a lot to do, and it's kind of a new area for us, but it's definitely a way that it's an untapped resource of a way we could be growing our businesses.
Yeah, and I don't want to limit it to where it has to be somebody's customer transformation, right? It can be ours. I just think of how much more powerful it might be for some people that are outside the group to see somebody who is not a partner. They just say, hey, I'm not a distributor with this company. They can just be real about it. I'm a customer and I've been a customer for, 8 years or 3 months or whatever it is. I think that gives more credibility to Juice Plus.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, let me show you guys.
Could I ask a question?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Could anyone join the Simple Changes to Better Health? They just go in and they ask to be invited, and I have friends that are not customers. I would like them to be prospects, and I would like them to see all of this and see the community and see all the ideas. And so, but some of these groups are limited in like you only have to be a Juice Plus customer or you only have to be. So who can join this?
No, this is our group. This is our team group, and we want you inviting prospects. I have prospects. Karen has a lot of prospects, hundreds and hundreds of people that have never been on the product before.
Right. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, put them in there because that's the whole idea of these kinds of posts is that we're offering value. They see the community, and then we're going to start doing a little bit of Juice Plus product posts as well on those invites. And on the posts, I think we should leave those posts for the admins to do. And then the invite on that will be to reach out with the person that invited you to this group and get with them to find out more about ordering the capsules for yourself or whatever. But yes, we want there to be prospects in the group, and that's what we're trying to teach, is that this is the plan, is that we would post on our walls, invite people to join the group, they join the group, they enjoy the group, and then eventually they become a customer because they see the value of Juice Plus.
So we can invite them through posting on our own posts on Facebook. We can say, if you want really good information, then go to Simple Changes to Better Health and ask to become a member of this group so that you can learn lots of information and contact me if you have any questions or anything. Is that how we do it?
Yeah, here's
Is
an
that how you're
example.
suggesting to do it?
Yeah, here's an example ask. Because I always talk about like my health community or something. But this is something you might want to post something like this. And then or just include it in certain things, like depends on what the challenge. When I was doing the squat challenges, I had about 5 or 6 people that came in during Croctober. I had a few. Karen probably had more, I'm sure. But as she posts on her wall, if you look at like Melissa's wall, Karen's wall, you'll see like, hey, we're doing this fun Croctober thing. In October, we're going to be sharing healthy recipes made with a crock pot, blah, 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 blah. Let me know if you want to be put in the group. Something simple like that.
So, and I don't even get a ton from that, from my page. I'll tell you where I get a ton of people from is when I kind of scroll through some of the mom Facebook groups that I'm in. And I mean, it was like she was planted. She had posted, now that it's getting colder, does anybody have any good crock pot recipes? And I was like, you just opened this up. Right. So all I do is I said, hey, we have a health group on Facebook where we're doing Croctober. Do you want to go in? And I had 20 people reply, me too, me too, me too. So
I'm just thinking out loud here. If anybody else has ideas, how can we invite people into the group? Okay, how about this? I take one of those delicious recipes that have been posted recently, and you just say, just made this awesome recipe. Got it from one of the members of my healthy Facebook community. It's just amazing. If there's anybody out there that wants to jump into this community, and then I'd use some of this type of language. And we have over 5,000 members, and we share recipes, workout ideas, growing your own food, transformation stories, daily motivation. Let me know if you want to be put in the group. I think it's really powerful when you kind of act like you don't care if they join or not. Hey, let me know if you want to be in the group. Not a big sell on the group, more of the value, and then a small sell, because you're not going to just do this once. If you only do it once, it's not going to do anything. You got to do it over and over and over, for the rest of your life. Okay. That doesn't mean every day. Remember the ratio. We're doing an ask is only 1 out of 10 posts. All right. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, here's a post that Karen did in the group. By the way, this is in Canva also. Trying to throw in a little technology training for you guys. They have these picture frames, and this one looks like a phone. So I just actually took a picture of the post on my phone, then I dragged it into the frame, and it looks like you have a phone on the screen, which is a nice look. Anyway, I think this is an example of a great post. And this is like the second or third most engaging post we've ever had in that group. Of course, Karen had the most engaging post, which is kind of funny. This is what the post is. And she did this on her wall. I bet you it went crazy on your wall.
So I haven't done it on my wall yet.
Oh my gosh.
I need to. And people can't wait to tell you what they do not want in a salad.
It's amazing.
It was crazy.
Amazing. And I'll tell you what, you guys that are trying to get better or would like to be better at social media, don't worry. I mean, I think Karen is a great person to follow on social media, because she's not sitting around like planning out like a content calendar. I mean, boy, I hope I don't offend you, because I don't think you are. But she's just very natural. It's like she probably just thinks like, oh, wonder what do they hate in their salads? What ruins a salad? Boom. And she gets all those likes and comments and stuff. She's very relaxed. She also doesn't write very long posts, which I'm trying to train my AI and myself to do more of. But this is a great post. It inspires. If you haven't worked out today and you're going to skip it, don't. It's Fitness Friday. Something's better than nothing. So then there's a little inspiration and encouragement. And then there's a little game you could play here. And even if you're not going to work out, I mean, almost everybody, I did it. I went and spelled out my name and I saw what it would be. I didn't do it, but
There
I
was
spelled
so
out my
many
name.
people that I'm sure they didn't do it, but they were like, "Ooh, that's too many jumping jacks." Like
Yeah,
they
right. I had to do double sit-ups or something, you know? So here's just some general ideas of how to make better posts, add photos and videos, share personal experiences, be vulnerable, engage with the people that do make comments, include clear calls to action, even if it's something like, well, I mean, I feel like this is a call to action, even though she doesn't tell them what to do, it implies they should do that. So even if it's just, what do you hate? What ruins a salad for you? That's a call to action. It's a question. Okay. And then on our other types of posts, we might say, let me know if you want to be put in the group. That's a call to action. If you'd like to have the login information for our Zoom on Thursday night, let me know. That's a call to action. Or head over to every once in a while, you might put the shakes or something. Hey, if you ever want to order these things, I set up a shopping cart that'll work just for you. It has the exact right stuff to order. Here's a link right here. Just click on it. And then that would take them right to your shopping cart. Okay. Don't go too crazy with emojis. That's
So
enough.
the other thing I would ask that I want to throw out there, because there might be still some people that are like, oh, I still don't know what to post. I don't feel like I'm very good. I tell you what we need help with is just people visiting if you have time. Okay, this is not a job, but whether it's once a day, I'm not asking you to check your day for every hour, but once a day, even 3 times a week. And if one of our partners is posting something in Simple Changes, like it. If you can make a comment, because that's going to drive people to see it. That's why that salad post went crazy. The more people that commented and about it, more it popped up on more people's walls. If we don't have people liking and commenting, it's not going to pop up on these people's walls. The second thing I want to say is that, again, I don't always do it. I just don't have time sometimes. Okay. So we understand that. But if somebody's putting posts out there, you may have some of your people that are commenting and they're getting engaged. You want to see that. You want to see, oh my gosh, Mary Beth, she's getting engaged in this group. Let me reply to her comment on there. I mean, that's such a great thing to do as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's a process, and I guess we'll just keep training on it more and more and try to lead by example. But it's definitely an effective way to build relationships, by getting people into that group. And this is how you use the group to build your business. Use the 4 types of posts we talked about on your wall, and you can watch the video again in the Facebook group. I'll post it up soon, and you can get those there. Invite people to the group and be sure they know why they're coming into the group. I've had people that added, as admins, when you add somebody to the group, we have to approve them because we want to make sure there's no riffraff happening. You know what I mean? Because we did have somebody joins the team, they get excited, and they invite 600 people into the group without telling them why. Because, when you invite to a group, you can just spam your whole list, of your friends. Well, that's kind of irritating because now I have to go through and deny 600 people one by one, which is what I did. And then I educated that partner that we don't spam people. Okay, so you have a conversation, then you eventually ask them, say, hey, can I throw you into my group? I think it'd be awesome. What do you want to join? Yeah, okay. And then you join, and you have them go into the group. Then make sure you're a part of the group. This is a great way, they call that social proof. If you're a leader in there, you don't have to be an admin. There's still a contributor tag you'll get. If you post enough in there and you comment enough, it'll say that you're a top contributor, and that'll give you some social proof with your people too. Don't forget to live the mission and share your journey by making posts, sometimes in the group, but sometimes mostly on your wall. If you have a post on your wall and you're like, hey, this is a good post, it's a great recipe, this is a good one, just throw it into the group. Okay. Now, if you see there's already been 52 posts today in the group, you might want to say, hey, I'll hold off. I'll save this for another day. And always remember to serve people. Okay. That's what we want to be doing. All right, and this I already showed you guys. This was my example of an invite post that I might use. All right, this is a link. Link is what I just put into the chat, and I'll put this into the video replay as well. You don't really need to read it, although you can edit it. What I would do if I were you is I would click the link I put into the chat of Zoom or on Facebook, and you'll get this text, okay? I would save this somewhere and make this the thing that you can refer to easily, because I'm going to show you what you're going to do with this. All right, this is what we're going to do. Okay, when you click the link, it's going to take you to this. It's a nice cleaner version of it. You can actually read it. But this is what you would use for AI to give you better responses. What it does, they call this a prompt. This will teach the AI what you want it to do. For instance, a lot of times you're going to be asking it to help you with some social media ideas. Well, here's exactly what I told you guys earlier. You have value posts, connection posts. That's 80% of your stuff. And then 20% is posts for proof and invitation. And it tells it to focus on healthy lifestyle and blah, blah, blah. Background context, you're a Juice Plus partner. Our target audience is health conscious individuals and families. When writing, and you could change this. You could say, I want my post to be really long and detailed. You could say, never make a post longer than 2 sentences. It will work, okay? These common phrases are some of my favorite things. You could change them for yourself. Remember, okay, and da, 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 da. And then I asked it to do this, but it didn't work, but we'll see. It didn't ask the right question. All right, so I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to open up ChatGPT. I have the paid version, but I'm going to go to like a legacy model. It's going to know who I am, though. I'm going to log out so it doesn't know me. Okay, so stay logged out. Okay, perfect. All right, now, if I go to ChatGPT, now I know a lot of you guys use ChatGPT, but you'll just ask it things. And Sharon was freaked out last night because she doesn't have a paid account, but it was remembering things about her. She asked it something and it told everything about her. And she was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I'm like, it's just remembering what you've done with it. It's okay. But what if I say something like, now I didn't give it any context yet. So I'm just going to say, create a post for Mindful Monday. It's going to have no idea. And you know what? This is probably not even the best example, because it still can kind of get it right. Watch this. Create a post for, give me a topic, somebody. What do we want to post for? Omegas?
Monday.
What Monday?
Sure. Illuminate.
Oh, okay. I wonder if it'll even look it up. All right, so it went with positive vibes and mindfulness. Okay. Every time I try to teach AI, I fail. So hopefully this goes better. I don't know if you guys have been noticing the crazy failures I've been having every time I try to teach this. It never behaves itself. Now I'm going to put the prompt that I gave you guys a link to. Okay. I put it in, I ask it to act as my business coach and personal assistant, specializing in the Juice Plus business and direct sales. All right, it's just kind of responding back. I probably should have put in there, don't respond. I'm just telling you what to do. Okay, let's do that same post again. Let's see if it knows what Luminate is without logging in. I don't think it will. And this is one of the reasons why it's kind of important. Well, not important, but if you pay for ChatGPT, it looks on the internet now, which is nice. No, it still doesn't know what I'm talking
Doug,
about.
maybe if you,
Go ahead.
I don't know if I'm frozen or you're frozen,
I
but
don't
if you
know.
capitalize illuminate, maybe say illuminate.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it'll do it. Oh, here we go.
I think it's
Good
me.
job. So I gave it a little more context. I guarantee you this is a better response than you would get if you didn't use that long prompt I told you about. Okay? Let's say we go back to where is it? Let's go back to our well, let's do a connection post. So sometimes now some of you I know you're like, oh well, I don't want AI writing my posts for me, blah 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 blah. Okay, then don't do that. Say, give me a list of 20 posting ideas this for my business this week. And maybe that's just enough to get you going, you know? An educational, share the benefits of whole food nutrition and how it impacts overall health. Now, here's a really important thing about AI, and then we'll kind of wrap up. I'm trying to give you AI in like little bits and pieces. It's really more important. It's like how you talk to it is important. So let's say it gives us all this stuff. Now I'm just going to copy the educational post, share the benefits of whole food nutrition and how it impacts overall health. Okay. So now I'm going to say create 5 posts around quote and some of these, I mean, I hate these. This is why I end up paying for it for myself. I mean, this sounds like a billboard to me. I just don't like it. So you have to work with your AI and really get it going. Let's close up. I'll show you an example of the one I really use. So I've been using this thing called Claude. And but since I pay for it, I'm using Claude through a thing called Typing Mind. Don't go buy Typing Mind because it's going to be hard to use it for you. I'll teach you later. But I've created this guy called Martin, as in J Martin, and that's my picture. I let it create a picture of itself, and that's J Martin as a young guy. Now, if I use these same ideas, create 20 ideas for posts this week. This is going to be way more specific. It includes business stuff because I've trained it to do that. I don't know about you guys, but it helps me to have just some ideas to get started. Productivity hacks, blah, blah, blah. Now, I will say this. What I've been working on is this is a new chat. Well, if I take this and we'll end here, you saw what results I got. But if I go into the chat where I've been talking about all this stuff and working through all the posting strategies and everything we've talked about today, AI uses something called context. So if you keep things in the same chat for a long time, it's going to remember like thousands and thousands of things you've talked about, and it'll have better context. So here we go. See, now it knows to put it into Mindful Monday, connection, share your morning meditation or gratitude routine, value, quick guide to plant-based protein sources. Okay, so I'm going to say create 5 posts examples of quick guide to plant-based protein sources. This is actually really good. So what if I do in number 1, compare those proteins to animal proteins. It's pretty cool. Create a chart with this info. I'm challenging it now. Well, I hope this was helpful and gives you guys ideas.
Does anybody else have any questions about the weekly, daily stuff?
I do. Are those of us, are we going to be assigned content posting at
No.
times? No? Okay.
I don't want to give you guys no. I mean, here's the thing. Realistically, it's a pretty small group of us that are really involved and engaged in all this. And even between just 3 or 4 of us posting, there's a good amount of content that's happening. It's just we want to see more variety of people. Like it would be great if Karen could log into the group and say, "Oh, I was going to post, but I don't really need to. There's already been a bunch of posts from other people, and they're awesome." That'd be super cool. And that would also create more credibility for our community because you would see more people, posting. The ultimate goal, and I think, is that a customer that posted? By the way, look at this chart. This is crazy good. I don't know if it's true. I'll have to check it, but 1 cup of lentils is equal to 2.5 ounces of chicken breast. That's pretty cool. And now I could use that for sure, but I don't know why it says protein powder. Oh, protein power. Ah, cool. Anyway, in simple changes, Karen, and I know we got to get off. There is somebody that just did a post. I don't know them. Makita Paul. Looks like they're Michelle's team.
Yeah, she made the recipe that I posted and commented today. I posted that in the middle of the month for Croctober.
I mean, if that's a customer, that's like a dream. That's our end goal, Karen. It's not
Exactly. Like the fact that that's even happening is awesome, because we're only just starting on this journey. So, and I had a customer that posted, what was it? She posted, it wasn't with Croctober, but it was something else. Where I posted something and I know what it was. It was something simple, like instead of the air fresheners, right, that you plug in, which are toxic, I gave cinnamon sticks and oranges and whatever that you can boil on your thing. And she's like, that's great. Here's my recipe. But she's also done other stuff where she just posts too.